Hi, I'm Chucky. And I'm your friend to the end. Heidi fucking ho. Ha, ha, ha.
I'll let you know before you try to go. Now this is my own show. Not a script or flip could make me stop.
So just behave. I mean, there's no escape.
Let's hope you make that drop, because you really don't want to tick me off.
And oh, what fun!
I will tell you what to do and you won't get it done. And oh, don't run, find your nightmare.
Here is only
Just begun. Welcome to my horror show. Now it's sounding 3D. Oh, I bet you thought you'd see the last of me. Are you reading the walls? Did you get my clues?
there's a debt to repay, and for now,
You'll do.
Welcome back once again, young and old, sweet and good, to the Dummies of Horror podcast. The show where we come to you whenever the fuck we want and we talk to you about horror movies. I'm your host Tim, and with me is that magical mushroom we all call Mushroom. What's up, buddy?
Howdy. You like that one?
Yeah, no, I'm losing my mind. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Losing my mind.
Yeah, excellent. Good.
Welcome back to the Dummies of Horror show, the show in which me and my co-host talk about just things, you know. It can range anywhere from chicken sandwiches to child's plays.
Quite often, chicken sandwiches and child's play.
Always. Yeah. Okay, before we dive deep into a hole of chicken sandwiches, child's
I
play.
actually had a fucking mad chicken
Okay,
sandwich.
cool.
but
Child's
I don't know
play.
if it fucking counts.
Child's
as a
play.
chicken sandwich,
Let's.
but we'll see.
How about that child's play? Yeah.
Nah, I got the fucking the waffle
for
double
fuck's
dip
sakes.
from KFC.
This is why we can't do a good intro, because I'll usually be wrapping my mind about what to say, and the first thing that comes to mind is fucking chicken sandwiches, and then you just run with it.
But is that even a chicken sandwich? Because it's like, it's chicken fillet, the like maple mayo sauce thing, which is fucking great, a waffle, and then another chicken fillet.
Yeah, I guess. It's got chicken on it. It's like the style of a sandwich. You know, I don't give a fuck.
It was good.
I can imagine it was good. I
it's
just
good.
don't care. I don't.
You don't care?
It's been a fucking long week. I'll tell you that much.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm just telling you about this delicious chicken sandwich I had. Normally, you'd be very interested. Normally, this would be like the first goddamn 10 minutes of the show. But alright, if you want to talk about child's play, and what horrors we done, and fucking the question, whatever, let's do it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm worried that we're losing listeners because all we talk about is chicken sandwiches.
Well, we won't be losing the fat ones, will we?
And we're off. Fucking
Cheers.
hell. Alright, so episode 265, welcome. This show fucking suffers.
good.
These intros... It's because, like, we
Yeah.
we call each other and we bullshit for about an hour, and then we're like,
we get distracted. We're like, oh no, we gotta fucking actually do the podcast.
yeah, I gotta go to bed in an hour, and we've got to do like an hour and a half show.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Hey, at least we can sit here and say the show's better than Friday Nightmares.
I mean, that's easy.
And on top of that, Slasher Radio. You know what?
Awful.
You know what? I've got a fucking bone to pick with Slasher
what?
Radio. So, our good friend, Rob Humphrey to everyone out there,
Yeah.
his show, Slasher Radio, go check them out. They're actually a really good show. I really do enjoy them. Their latest episode was they were ranking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise.
Easy.
Right?
Number one, Texas Chainsaw. Number 2, the second one. Number 3, the next one, and the rest.
Okay, you're wrong. You're very wrong. But
I'll be real, I don't remember them all.
but and I'm not going to spoil what they rank the movies in because that's up to you to go and listen to Slasher Radio.
Go listen to that fucking podcast.
Do it. But I'm here to tell them that they got it completely wrong, and especially Rob Humphreys. You know, the guy that loves movies more than anyone in the world.
Yeah, he does.
He
That was worth saying words there, wasn't it?
his list. Oh, I had to facepalm a few times. Like, Jesus Christ, Rob, what the fuck, man? I want to say something right now, but I don't want to spoil his list. So go and check out Slasher Radio. And the reason I bring
Tim's not even like angry. He's just disappointed.
I am. They also did the rankings of Child's Play on their episode before that.
Oh shit.
So that kind of ties in with this show here because we are starting our Child's Play retrospective.
Hey, they're ripping off our ideas before we're even getting to it.
I think it's kind of the opposite.
Shut up.
I didn't know they were doing Child's Play until like after we made the plans. So
Must just be in the lexicon, dude.
maybe.
Is that what I mean? Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. We're all tired. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
It's 265, episode 265. We are starting for the next 3 or 4 weeks, whatever it is.
Yep.
We'll be doing
Episodes.
we'll be doing Child's Play.
Yeah.
Starting with this episode, we're doing Child's Play 1, 2, and 3. And then next week going on to Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky. And then the following week doing Curse of Chucky, Cult of Chucky. And then I don't know if we like save the remake and rankings for the next episode or just do it in that third.
Probably just in the third.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it like that. And then we can jump on to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep. That sounds way better.
I know, after listening to Slasher Radio, I now want to watch all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies.
We can do that. It's been a hot minute, and we didn't do... Well, I didn't do Texas Chainsaw anyway, so...
Yeah.
Ben did it. Remember what Ben said? I remember what Ben said.
Yeah, but Ben is wrong with every movie he watches. Ben... Okay, so Ben, my old co-host, the old co-host, we love him, we do, but he's wrong about many
For sure.
things. He said that the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre isn't a good movie,
Yeah.
which is a wrong opinion. He also messaged me the other night and said, I'm watching Beetlejuice for the first time. And I'm like, oh, that's cool.
For the first time?
Yeah, I'm like getting ready for the sequel this year, are you? And he goes, and I'm not going to quote it because I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was along the lines of, too bad the original Beetlejuice sucks.
Oh.
I'm like, him and Rob Hungy must have like a club or something where they just hate fun.
Yeah, for sure.
If it's not Star Wars, then it's not good. That's Ben's mentality.
I mean, like... Just depends, really.
All right, we've had enough jibber jabber. We're doing Child's Play 1, 2, and 3, and it's going to be interesting because I haven't seen these movies for a long time.
Me neither. I think I've seen I watched the first one pretty regularly, but not the other ones.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's been years since I've watched any of them, so this will be fun. But we've got the usual jibber jabber. The question: what horrors have we done? Maybe homework, depending if Luffy did it.
We'll find out.
That means no.
Spoilers. Nah.
All right, how
I
about...
was busy.
Yeah, no.
Look, you want to know what the roadblock was this week?
What?
I would have had to go get my phone so I could sign into Shutter on my TV, and that seemed insurmountable to me at the time.
Yeah, that does seem too hard.
Yeah,
That
so I
does.
was like, you know what? I'll do it next week.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Hey, quickly, do you know what I did on the weekend?
What?
I went to Supernova, which is like a pop culture convention.
Fucking nerd.
I am a nerd. I am. And I bring this up.
I'll beat your ass up.
So
Take your lunch money.
this was a spare of the moment thing. I got drunk on Saturday night. Friends of ours were going to Supernova. And I bought tickets while I was drunk. Woke up the next day on a Sunday with a hangover. Realised that I've bought tickets
Yep.
to a convention that's about an hour and a half drive away from my house. And
Whacked on his fucking Star Trek skivvy and his fucking Leonard Nimoy ears.
I didn't dress up, but everyone else did. So, yeah. But I will say this. It was actually a lot of fun. There was a lot of cool stuff, a lot of horror stuff, a lot of cool costumes. There was a dude dressed up as Pennywise, but it wasn't the Pennywise face. It was like half spider. So like,
That's cool.
Yeah. And there was another, you'll like this. There was another guy walking around. Older kind of
far, I'm into
guy.
it.
Older kind of guy, clean shaven, had a black long haired wig. And he was walking around
Okay.
with a sign that said, "Oh, hi, Mark." I thought that was great. And you know what's funny? Is like, I was seeing all the guests that were there. And Robert Patrick from Terminator 2 fame,
Yeah.
he was there. So I like went and smelt him. I didn't
How'd he smell?
I didn't meet him because like you had to pay and I was hungover. I didn't want to get near him when I was hungover.
Yeah. You wanted him to smell you.
But I was walking around with my 3-year-old daughter on my shoulders, and I'm looking at something in a shop, and my 3-year-old daughter just starts talking to someone, and I turn around and I just hear this voice just go, "Hello, how are you?" Full Australian voice, right?
Yeah.
And my daughter's there just going, "Yeah, lollipops, blah 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 blah," talking shit. And I turn around and it's fucking Mick Taylor from Wolf Creek.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, John Jarrett is there just talking to my 3-year-old daughter who's sitting on my shoulders.
That's fucking mad.
And I turn around and I'm like, "Oh,
I mean,
hi."
that is his other half of the job. Doing play school and shit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I said hi. He goes, "Hey mate, how are ya?" I'm like, "Good." And he ran off because he had
a better shit to do.
yeah, like he had a line for his table. And like to go and like get an autograph, it was $40. And I was gonna go do it. I was gonna say,
That's worth it, dude.
I've met him before. He's a really cool guy, John Jarrett.
Yeah, he seems stand up.
What?
He seems like a stand up bloke.
Oh, I thought you said he did stand up. Like what?
Yeah, maybe he does stand up. It's type 5.
I was gonna go talk to him and ask him to like give us a sound clip of doing a laugh. And I wanted to ask him about Wolf Creek 3 if it's happening, because apparently all the rumors are that it's coming out in September.
Okay, that'd be cool.
But I didn't because I was feeling like shit. So
Yeah. All right. Well, you really put a damper on things.
yeah. But
Yeah. Damper, Australia.
I want to give a shout out to a shop. When the kids and my wife were having lunch, mind you, lunch cost $40 and it was 3 little things of chips and 4 nuggets.
Yeah. Yeah, and then shit.
Yeah, I was so fucking pissed. Anyway, I saw a DVD shop, like one of the stalls there, and
Yeah.
this DVD shop is called Dead End DVD. And you can go search them right now, but basically what Dead End DVD is they're based in Melbourne, and
Dead End? E-N-D?
Yeah.
All one word?
yeah. They're based in Melbourne, and it's this dude who's just basically said, "Fuck this, I don't like working for other people. I'm going to start..."
Down for maintenance, but
Oh, okay. They've got a Facebook page.
Facebook and Instagram there, so yeah, go check it out.
Yeah, but basically this guy's just like, I'm going to start, like, selling DVDs and Blu-rays and 4Ks and all that stuff. But what he does
fuck yeah.
is, because I listen to a lot of American podcasts, like, for example, 22 Shots of Moods and Horror, they talk about a lot of, like, Scream Factory titles and Severin and all these companies that make, like, awesome fucking slipcase covers and all that stuff for the DVDs.
Yeah, nice.
We don't get that shit here. So this dude here from Dead End DVD, he like imports them all to Australia and like changes the region on them and presents them to us.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah, so I was going through some of the titles, and fuck me, man, dude. Like, some of the like cases are just like works of art. You know, like I wanted to buy them so much, but you're looking at like $50 a pop.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds pricey.
Yeah, but I bought a Blu-ray for a movie from the 80s called Don't Go in the House. But he had fucking stacks, so just wanted to shout...
I can see.
Just wanted to shout them out. They're called Dead End DVD. To people in Australia who don't get all the good stuff that the lucky people in America get, go check out Dead End DVD.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll start to be working soon.
I'm looking at their Facebook right now, and it's all up, so... But nah, I want to start buying some stuff from there because, yeah, he's like just done it out of the goodness of his heart, and
cool.
and to make money too. But
Yeah.
it's annoying when you're listening to a podcast and they're like, "Oh, I've got this like collector's edition 4K of like Green Room from Severin or whatever it is, and the artwork is really good."
Just can't get over here.
Yeah, and it's
at
just
all.
like, it's such a fucking tease, man. So now I found a way through this dude, and all is good in the world.
Hey, just like big topic discussion.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
When do you think companies are going to just stop putting out hard copy stuff?
I honestly hope never.
I hope never too, but like, I don't know. Maybe there'll just be this little niche fucking black market of like actual physical copies.
I mean, isn't Disney stopping it?
I think so, with a lot of their stuff.
But like, okay, I'm gonna sound like an idiot here,
Go on.
but because I don't know internet as well as most people, but say like Netflix, right? Is there ever going to be a time where Netflix just runs out of space to put stuff on their platform?
They do. That's why they move things off server.
Okay, but like to the point where they have their own originals.
Yep.
Like if it gets to the point where they just have too many of their own originals, are they going to have to move?
I would say yes. I would say they would start getting rid of some stuff that literally nobody's watching. But what they're going to do is they're going to get rid of the stuff that they're paying licenses for first.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I think that's eventually I would assume they would like to have a library that's so strong they can just have the just Netflix stuff.
Yeah, but then like, would anyone still want Netflix? Because just Netflix stuff isn't all that great.
I mean, again, more big questions, like, isn't streaming already somewhat unsustainable? Like, I know they're trying to, like, fuck us around, not let us share accounts, upping fucking prices every fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, and they're also, like, the new release bullshit stuff that they do, like, releasing series over like one episode a week, or, like, releasing it in halves is just another way to make sure that we're still subscribed.
Yeah, exactly.
So we don't like jump around and just have a subscription service, a month or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
And I mean, like, if they keep raising the price, it'll get to a point where people are like, I just can't afford it.
Yep, I know. There's certainly some that I'm just like, yeah, I'm never getting that again. I'll just download it.
Yeah. Well, exactly. Thank Christ for illegal piracy.
Yeah, not that we do it.
No, we don't condone that
or encourage it.
Yeah,
Or tell people to just Google it.
Yeah,
Figure it out pretty quickly. Tell them how hard it isn't.
You know what? Here's a cool segue. Instead of spending your money on Netflix, where you should be spending your money is on the Dummies of Horror Patreon page. Do you know why?
Hey.
Do you know why?
So Tim can buy overpriced DVDs.
No, it's not because of what we're getting. It's because it's what we're giving you, the listeners.
Oh.
We have over 350 pieces of audio on there that you can't hear anywhere else except on Patreon. things like bracket episodes, top 10 episodes, our
funny.
world famous Schwarzenegger of Dummies episodes where we review
Yes.
Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. We just released our latest one there, which was of
True Lies?
True Lies.
I was like, True Romance? I'm like, no, that's the Tarantino one. Fuck it.
True Lies. Yeah. Yeah. And I am still in works of doing probably the best bracket episode that we're going to be ever doing, which is what is the worst scene from a movie. And some of these, holy shit, man. Some of these scenes are fucking hilarious.
And it's going to be live and Technicolor too, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to actually try and do it in video form. So I'm still working out the
Yeah.
kinks on that, how to do it, but oh man, it's going to be fun. We might have to do
all
that
about
in like in,
Glorious beards.
yeah, yeah. So you, me, and
Gels.
you, me, and the gel. Yeah, gel will have her pants down. But no, join our Patreon, Dummies of Horror /Patreon. Or is it patreon.com/Dummies of Horror? That's the right way.
It's fucking one of them. You Google it and you'll find out.
But do it. We have over 350 pieces of audio on there that you cannot hear anywhere else. Sign up now, and you can cancel at any time. That's the beauty of it. Alright, dude, it's been 20 minutes. We've jibber-jabbered for way too long. Let's do it. Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week for last time was, what's your favorite piece of horror merchandise? Photos, please. Alright, Jason Reno Horror says, I don't have any good close-up pics of on my phone, and we are still unpacking after moving cross-country, but here's a photo of 2 movie props that I have. A lichen slave collar from Underworld, Rise of the Lycans. And a production, not screen used, set of fangs from Fright Night 1985.
That's cool too.
There are other things I love as much, but these are pretty special to me. The fangs are in front of a copy of Lost Boys that I got signed by Corey Feldman, Frog Brothers for Life. Hell yeah.
Nice.
All these pictures you can check on the Dummies of Horror Facebook page under the question of the week question. Lacey Lou says, my Scream book signed by some of the cast. That's fucking cool too.
Nice. I think I saw that.
Yeah. Jordy Van Vukler says, my Pretty Little Liars hoodie. Oh, that's cute. He's got a...
Nice.
I've never seen Pretty Little Liars, but... what else we got? Oh, Robert Humphrey from Slasher Radio.
Yes.
He says, I had to buy this Dr. Dan Chalice action figure. Dr. Chalice is the greatest character in the history of cinema, and he even comes with his own Miller High Life. That is pretty cool. Dr. Chalice from
Yeah.
Halloween 3.
No.
Tom Atkins.
Vaguely.
Yeah. Scott Crawford says, my Pinhead animatronic signed by Doug Bradley? Wait,
sounds cool.
how the fuck did you get that? It's a fucking 6-foot animatronic Pinhead. How did he get it signed by Doug Bradley?
Maybe he bought it at the same place he saw the dude.
Oh, maybe. Scott, let me know how you actually got it signed, or did you just take a piece off it and get it signed? Scott comes in again and says, my Gizmo Furby from the 90s.
That's sick.
Holy shit, that is fucking gnarly. And he comes in again and says, and last but not least, my shrine of horror collectibles, mainly gremlins. Yeah, wow, that is a
So
lot of
cool.
gremlins in there. You're like me, I have a shrine to Jaws. So,
Yeah, I've seen
Similar.
his little George shrine.
you added to it. I love you for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's how it contributed.
Alright, question of the week. Thank you everyone who posted in their pictures. Really cool. Question for this week, and this is a question I don't think we've ever asked before, because
Pretty sure, anyway.
we don't read, but
Yeah, half of us can't.
that's the one called the dummy. I'm asking this because my wife's starting to get really into reading. So, question is, what's your favorite horror-themed book, novel, or comic? Do you have one?
I really like this one called Nailbiter. I can't remember what comic house it was, but
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And there's also a fun one called Hack and Slash. It's kind of a weird, fun horror comic.
That sounds fun. Yeah, the only horror book that I've ever read, and I didn't even read this, I listened to it, an audiobook, was Stephen King's Misery.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually read a lot of Stephen King.
I've never actually read the Jaws book.
I've read the Jaws book. I got it from the library, the Ealing Library, when I was a kid.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have it. I have it sitting, I'm looking at it right now, and I've still just never read it.
Oh, special mentions to Dean Koontz' Demon Seed. That was fucking sick. And the original It. The book, It. I fucking love that book. It's a fucking plow to get through.
Dude,
but
I bought that as well, and I've got it sitting
It's
upstairs
wide.
with all intentions of reading it, and I think I read 3 pages, and I'm like, I just looked at the rest of it, and I'm like, this is too big.
it gets weird.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the question. Tell us your greatest horror book. And yeah. What horrors have you done?
What horrors have you done?
Mushroom.
Yes.
You're a pretty fun guy, right? You do fun. You do fun things.
You go on.
Have you done any fun horrors?
I've only done 2.
Okay.
I was lacking on the horrors this week.
Okay.
Because we've had such a long break.
Yeah.
I came back with Let's.
All right, you go first.
As Rebellion. Alright. My first one I know you haven't seen. And... yeah. It's not great. It's Wake. From 2024. A struggling actress tracks down the star of a movie she hopes will be remade, only to uncover dark secrets.
Okay.
It was just a lot of talking and some weird shots, trying to be spooky, but overall it was just boring.
So
I can't. It was just really not worth watching.
yeah, okay.
I give it a 3. Honestly, I mean, I can spoil it and tell you why. It was so boring, particularly.
Don't spoil it because I'll probably watch it.
Sure, it popped up on the place where you go to get movies sometimes.
Yeah, okay.
As a horror movie of this year, and I was like, I'll give it a go. And yeah, it was disappointing. But yeah, 3 out of 10. Boring.
So it's called Wake?
Wake, yep.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get some excitement running in this place. I've got a few movies here to
Yeah.
talk about. A few
You do.
big notable ones.
I have one of your movies is my other movie, so you just go and I'll jump in when appropriate.
Okay. All right, I'll start with this one. I watched this a while back now, like 2 weeks ago, but this is Netflix's newest shark movie called Under Paris.
Oh my God, I downloaded it.
So Under Paris is in the summer of 2024. Paris is hosting the World Triathlon Championships on the Seine, whatever, for the first time.
Dunno.
Blah 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 blah. Mika, same name as my daughter, and then a shark happened.
Oh no.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try and stop spoiling movies with plot summaries. It's a shark fucking movie, okay? This is easily the best shark movie since The Shallows and 47 Meters Down.
That's some big words.
Yeah, dude, I'll back that, man. I will say this. Turn your fucking brain off. Turn your brain off. This is a big creature monster movie. It is so much fun, and the ending left me with my jaw wide open. It is one of those endings where you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that sounds
it is
cool.
Not the ending you're expecting from a shark movie. I had a fucking blast with this, man. I really did. This is solidified in my top 10 now. Pretty sure it's locked in. 8.5 out of 10.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I'll talk about this more at a later date. But
Okay.
I just had a lot of fun with it. But please turn your brain off. It's not a movie where you're like, that doesn't make sense. It's a big shark movie. So, yeah. So that's Under Paris on Netflix now.
Nice. I started watching it, but we were doing other shit, so I was like, no subtitles for me.
Okay. All right. Did you want me to keep going? And
Yeah, just keep going. I'll tell you when you hit mine.
okay. I saw the TV glow. The poster's really pretty.
Yeah.
So the story of this is, and I will say the story because I kind of have to.
Sure. What
T-
do you mean?
I'll explain in a second.
Okay.
Teenager Owen is just trying to make it through life in the suburbs when his classmate introduces him to a mysterious late-night TV show. A vision of a supernatural world beneath their own in the pale glow of the television, Owen's view of reality begins to crack. So, going through my letterbox with the people I follow, most people are positive on this film.
Okay.
I have a few others that are not positive on this film. Matt Wood is one of those people. And
Okay.
it looks like me and Matt Wood have somewhat the same thoughts of this film. I will just say this. I think it's worth a watch, especially for you. I'd be curious to know your thoughts on this movie. For me,
Interesting.
and I'm not shy to say this, I'm not smart enough to understand this movie. I'm not. I watched it. I watched a fucking explain video on YouTube. I still don't understand what I watched, and I just gave up. I'm like, yep, it's not for me. I don't care. So, look, it's a well-made movie. It is. But you liked Beau is Afraid, yeah?
I did like Beau is Afraid, yeah.
So you will have more understanding about this film than I did.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tim.
Yeah.
I fucking love this movie.
Oh, so you saw this movie?
I did see this
Oh,
movie.
okay. This is the second one. Okay, there we go. All right, cool.
I didn't quite get what it was about. I got the sort of themes, but I watched it last night, and I've been thinking about it all day.
That's cool.
Like, it's just been buried in my brain, and I've just been picking it apart, and I really want to watch it again. I don't want to spoil it for people if they haven't worked it out. You can sort of work it out when you scroll down the letterboxd.
Why?
If you go into the reviews, it pretty much says what it is.
In the reviews.
Yeah. If you look at the popular reviews, it pretty much says what it is, which is what I like at the start of the recording when I had to go tell my wife something.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a this movie. And she's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, right.
Okay, I think I know what you're alluding to, and that's
Yeah.
what I was told in the explain videos. I still don't get it.
Oh, I would love to do spoilers with you.
Yeah, it's too new to say anything right now.
Okay. Let's wait till this gets to the end of the year because
Yeah, okay.
I'm giving this a 9. So we're talking
Jesus.
about it.
Okay, what did Mrs. Mushrooms think?
Like 8,
Oh, okay, so she liked it too.
8.5. Yeah, I think we both really enjoyed how weird and visually odd it was, and I fucking loved the soundtrack.
Yeah, okay.
Which again, I'm like, yeah, no wonder Tim hated the shit.
There was, like, halfway through the movie, for some weird reason, I was getting Boys in the Trees vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But
A little bit.
I
a little
loved
bit.
I loved Boys in the Trees, but I was just lost by the end.
That's fair. That's
Is
fair.
it-
It's about. Oh, I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Yeah, okay.
It's just like,
Finding who you are.
yeah, in a way, and like suffocating in indecision and suffocating in like in choice. I don't know. Like it's yeah, but very much a be who you are kind of movie.
It's a 2024 movie.
Yeah, but actually, I just really liked it. It was finally something fucking interesting.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like they haven't, like it or hate it. Is kind of what I liked about it. Where I was like, I can see people fucking loving this movie. I can see people hating it.
Yeah.
Again, because we follow the same people, and I saw you and Matt's review. I was like, I had my expectations low. I was like, this is probably going to be pretty shit if everyone else seems to hate it.
Yeah, okay.
But I've been seeing a lot of people watching it, but I hadn't seen anything positive until I lodged my like letterbox thing. Mm. So I was like, oh, I'm actually in the majority, and I had no idea.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I give it a nice fat 9. I definitely recommend it. I don't think it's a turn your brain off movie.
No, fuck no.
It's just. It also, like, the TV show itself gave me Alex Mack vibes, and I loved Alex Mack. So
Yeah, okay. I was getting like, Are You Afraid of the Dark vibes.
yeah, just all that 90s good. I don't know. It hit me in so many nice places.
Yeah, okay.
Even though I'm not what this movie is, I still get it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad movie. That's not what I'm saying at all. I gave it a 5 out of 10, and that's mainly because it just wasn't for me. It's just not.
And
It's
that's
not a
fine.
dumb horror film. It's one of those smart, elevated horrors that I just don't understand because I'm stupid.
Look, and I think that's where, like, our tastes differ.
Yeah.
Like, we've definitely got, like, some Venn diagrammy horror shit, but, like, I think, like, horror, the movies that we love and could endlessly watch are very different.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
And that's what, I don't know, I think that's what makes the show good. But, this is definitely in my top 10.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah, it's edged its way in there. I want more of this.
I'd like to say that I'd give it another shot, but I'll be real. I'm not going
I get
to.
it. I get it.
It's just not a me movie.
It's like when we watch those race movies and neither of us get it, and it's like, well, it's not for us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And it's annoying because I want to be in that conversation. I want to understand everything.
Yeah,
But
I get it.
yeah. All right. Well, the next one I've got, I followed up. I saw the TV glow with the new Nicolas Cage movie called
How was it?
Arcadian. So, before I tell you what it's about, what my thoughts were. The story is, in a near future, normal life on Earth has been decimated. Paul, played by Nicolas Cage, and his 2 sons have been living a half-life, tranquility by day and torment by night. Basically, every time the sun goes down, monsters appear.
Okay.
It's kind of like A Quiet Place, but you don't have to be quiet.
Okay. I have this movie ready to go.
Okay. Here's what I wrote down. This is what I wrote down after watching the movie. This is my first thoughts. I wrote a drama first, then a horror featuring hungry hippo monsters. This was decent, but goddamn, please keep that camera still. So now thinking about it, it's been a while since I watched it, and I'm going to give a shout out to No More Room in Hell presents Fresh Cuts. They did a full review on this movie, and they made some really good points that made me really adjust my thoughts and my score on this movie.
Okay.
The cinematography in this movie fucking sucks. It sucks.
Okay.
It's not a found footage, but some of the scenes make you think, am I watching a found footage movie?
Is that bad?
Yeah. It is. besides, like, there are monsters, but I kind of struggled to call this a horror movie. You know, it's very much a drama with horror sprinkled lightly. And the creatures, and you do see the creatures. I'll just say this. Hungry, hungry hippos.
Okay.
Crossed with giraffes.
Okay.
And
Weird.
you might understand it when you see the creatures, but that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw these creatures. And these creatures do something that the first time they do it, it's like, oh, it's kind of scary. But they keep doing it to the point where it's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds funny.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's not meant to be funny.
Got it.
After a long thought about this movie, I'm honestly going down to a 5. I had it at a 7, and I'm going down to a 5. But yeah, I think this is a miss. Nicolas Cage is good, but spoilers, he's not in it for long.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm not spoiling anything because what you're thinking isn't correct. But yeah, that's Arcadian. Meh.
Alright. Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, next one I've got. Oh, here we go. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2.
I'm fucking keen.
Well, maybe listen to my thoughts first.
Okay.
So, look, I'm not going to tell you what happens because it's a sequel to Blood and Honey, the first one. It's Winnie the Pooh. And you loved Winnie the Pooh, the first one.
I did. Yeah.
I was a bit...
lukewarm.
I was lukewarm on it. Winnie the Pooh 2... okay, it's better than the first.
Okay.
You're going to have more fun with this.
I like more fun. Yes.
I liked it. I did. This is fun. They had a bigger budget to play with. They have more creatures. There's so much more gore. There is a scene that kind of reminded me of Terrifier 2. You know the scene in Terrifier 2 where she's on the bed and he just won't stop killing her?
The scene.
Yeah. There is a scene it reminded me of that.
Okay.
Where it's like, stop it, she's already dead.
She's already dead.
But no, this was good fun. I can't sit here and say, oh no, it's a perfect 10. It's an amazing piece of cinema. It's not. It's fucking Winnie the Pooh. But I did have fun with it. I did. And it's got me pretty pumped for this whole Poohniverse thing that they're doing. Because they do tease it in this. You know what the Poohniverse is, don't you?
Yeah. It's I don't know exactly what's in it, but yeah.
So they're doing a horror version of Bambi, Pinocchio, I think Peter Pan as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're all... It looks like they're all coming together. And there's a little teaser with that right at the end.
That's it.
So, dude, I gave Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey a 7.5.
Nice. I'm super keen.
Yeah. Alright, I got 2 more for you.
Okay.
And they're not good, man. These last 2 aren't good.
Okay.
Alright, The Strangers, Chapter 1.
I've heard nothing but bad things about The Strangers.
Well,
I gotta watch it because you watched it, but I'm not looking forward to it.
okay, you heard nothing but bad?
I almost saw it at the movies.
You avoided. Look, okay. I did a double watch with Winnie the Pooh and then The Strangers Chapter 1. Right? I was just in the mood to sit down and just chill and just watch some fucking horror movies. This isn't a badly made movie
Okay.
by technical standpoint. But what the fuck, man? Okay, straight up, I gave this movie a 6 out of 10. And the reason I gave it a 6 instead of a 5 is because I'm interested to see what they do with the upcoming sequels. Now, if you didn't know, this is like the first part of a trilogy. And the rest of the trilogy has already been filmed, and part 2's coming out in like October.
Okay. But didn't this bomb?
I don't actually know. I wouldn't surprise me if it did.
It's so funny that it's like it's panned
Yeah.
pretty universally, but they're like, all right, well, we still got another 2 of these, so I guess we release them. What do we fucking do?
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing. I like. Okay, here's the problem with it, right? Firstly, if you've seen the original Strangers, which
Yes.
you have, haven't you?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched it last Halloween.
Do you remember it well?
Like spoilers. Like people are in a house and then other people rock up and do murders on them.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. You don't remember any other fine details about it?
Not really. It wasn't very interesting. I didn't love it.
Oh, wow, okay. If you didn't love the first, you're not going to like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the finer details?
I don't want to spoil it in case someone hasn't seen it, because if you haven't, look, if you haven't seen the original Strangers, you might enjoy this, because this one
Know
here,
them or something? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Tell me later.
this one here is basically a carbon copy of it.
Okay.
But man, these characters in this movie have to be the most stupid protagonists I've seen in a long time. The decisions these characters make pissed me off so fucking much. Like, and I don't want to give anything away, but I will just say that the protagonist, the main guy, the hero that we're meant to root for, right?
Yeah.
There's a scene where he's holding a shotgun, and the killer is like there, and instead of shooting the killer, he's there screaming at him.
That'll get him.
Like, oh, it's just it's things like that, you know. Fuck it, the decisions, some of the dialogue coming out of their mouths was just like, that's not how people speak. Like, fuck me. I was so disappointed with this movie. Madeline
So is this
Pettish,
Better or worse?
it's way worse.
Okay.
Yeah. Madeline Pettish, I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's the main girl.
Petch?
Yeah. She's hot as fuck. I will say that. She's cute as hell. But I don't think she's a very good actress. I don't think she could really hold any line of dialogue well.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. This was just a letdown, man. But I am curious to see where they're going to go with the rest of the trilogy, if it even comes out. I mean, they've got it filmed already. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, they've got to pay money to promote it, so they might just can it.
Ugh.
Or just release them all on streaming or something.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I have a soft spot for the director. His name's Rennie Harlan. He did like Deep Blue Sea, Nightmare on Elm Street 4. He did Die Hard 2 as well.
Yeah.
So he's done things
Die
here
Hard
and there that I kind of like, but I don't know. He also did The Exorcist, the beginning, which was a piece of shit.
It's made a total worldwide of $42.2 million, which isn't very much.
What was the budget?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, and
Our budget was 8.5, so maybe.
okay, so 8.5.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Yeah, I say, like go and watch it because I want the next 2 to come out. But fuck me, I was disappointed. And the last one I'll speak about, I watched Tarot.
Okay.
Yep. So when a group of friends recklessly violate the sacred rule of tarot readings, they unknowingly unleash an unspeakable evil trapped within the cursed cards. One by one, they come face to face with fate and end up in a race against death.
Yeah.
Oh man, this was okay. Straight up, this is a very run of the mill PG-13 horror film that keeps the same structure that every supernatural horror film has. Boring, cliche dialogue with most kills off camera.
Yep.
Decent creature effects, I will give it that, but that's the biggest
Right.
praise.
Yeah.
Oh, did you watch
Honestly.
it? Did you see it?
Yeah, I did it a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry man, I can't remember your thoughts. What were you like?
It was boring.
Yeah.
It was Blumhouse tarot card.
And it wasn't Blumhouse, though. That's the crazy thing.
But it was Blumhouse tarot card, right?
Oh, dude, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, it wasn't Blumhouse, but it was Blumhouse tarot card, and the best thing was the monster designs.
Yep. But even then, like...
there was one funny dude who was a little bit funny, but he wasn't that funny.
What, the dude from Spider-Man?
Yeah, he was okay, but he was the most okayest thing in the movie, and that was still just okay.
Yeah. Oh, man, you're spot on. I was bored with this.
Yeah.
And I was
Mrs.
trying...
Mushroom seemed to like it, but I was not into it.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
I was trying so hard to focus on this movie, but I just kept picking up my phone.
And then there's bits in it where they break their own rules and stuff, and I'm just like, how the fuck does this work? I'm like, I hate shit like that.
Yeah.
Where they just kind of like, oh, this is this, so you think it's not going to work, and then it like works, and then they're like, oh, okay, all right, guess the movie's over.
Yeah. No, man, I just, oh, God. Struggled to get through this. I gave it a 4 out of 10. It's probably going to end up in my bottom.
Yeah, I don't remember what I gave it. I'll go have a look. But yeah, like, I didn't give it very high.
Yeah.
I also gave this I gave it a 6, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
It was okay.
Okay.
I honestly I'm knocking it down to a 5 because I'm remembering it worse. I'm struggling to remember anything good about it.
Yeah. No, I give you that. I just, I didn't like it at all. So,
Yeah,
I don't know. This past week I've had some hits and I've had a lot of misses.
it's got a spread on Letterboxd though, but most is in the middle,
Yeah, okay.
like low to middle. The most it has is your rating of 4 stars.
Ha. Good. It's good to be in the majority.
Yeah,
Alright, well, that's all I've got. Have you got anything else?
that's it for me.
Woo! Alright. It's time for the meat and potatoes of this podcast. It's feature presentation time where we dive into our next horror franchise. I'm digging these horror franchises, doing them, quite honestly.
Me too.
Let's start it. Feature presentation. Are you tired of being naked? Then wear shirts with our faces on them. Go to our Facebook group page, Dummies of Horror Super Friends, and there you'll see the Redbubble link. Click on it, and you can buy anything with our faces on it. Shirts, phone cases, clocks, anything you want with our faces on them. Because what the world needs is merchandise with our faces on them.
And now for our feature presentation.
Child's Play. The Child's Play franchise. We're talking Chucky. Over the next 3 weeks, we are going to be diving into the doll world with Charles Lee Ray, Chucky, for you people, and his wife Tiffany, and their son. What was his son's name? Shithead?
Mini Chucky.
No. Like, his real name was Glenn or Glenda, but they... Shitface or something like that.
Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, we're in the world of Chucky, man. Chucky, a horror icon that's universally loved. I feel like Chucky is one of the most popular killers out of the lot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Some people would even put him in the top 4. Not me.
Dang.
Not me.
In the Mount Rushmore of horror icons.
I honestly think some people would. Would he be in yours?
Very possibly. I do like these movies.
Mine, I'm a basic bitch. Mine's just Michael, Jason, Freddy, and Leatherface.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I put like Ash.
He's more of a hero, though.
Yeah, okay, like so villain.
Yeah.
Chucky, the Leprechaun.
Fuck off. Now,
Yeah.
You're being a troll.
I'm not. I think the Leprechaun's great.
You think the Leprechaun's better than Freddy or Jason?
Freddy's great, but everyone picks Freddy in that.
All right.
I'd go Chucky, Leprechaun. What else is good? I don't know.
You know what? That should be the fucking question of the week.
Oh, who's your horror Mount Rushmore?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the snake from Anaconda?
Fuck, yeah, now I know you're trolling. Let's make that the new question of the week.
And basket case.
Fuck off. Belial.
Yeah.
I'm changing the question of the week. That's our new question of the week. Who is...
Sucked in if you read.
Who is your... Oh, yeah, that's true.
Don't just save that for next week.
Okay, maybe we'll leave it for next week.
Don't burn 2 questions. You remember how long it took for us to think of that?
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, next time. Next question of the week is going to be... I'm going to write that down because I'm going to forget. Alright, so the Child's Play franchise. We're doing 1, 2, and 3 here. Okay, straight up, before we jump into the first film, what do you feel about the franchise, just overall, from what you can remember?
I dig it. It's always been fun. It's always been really silly. It's one of those, like, comedy killer franchises. He's always very, like, quippy and, like, meh.
Yeah.
Like, it's more up my alley than just, like, a straight Jason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Okay, I feel like you're a bigger fan of the franchise than I am.
We'll see.
It's not a franchise I'm head over heels with. I like Chucky, and I like most of the films, but I don't know, it's not a franchise that I gravitate towards. Like, if I want to watch a franchise movie or a slasher movie, Chucky's, like, way down the list of movies I want to watch.
Okay. I've seen the first one a fair few times.
Yeah, okay. I'll tell you this, man, and I'll be honest with you. When you said, let's do Child's Play, I was kind of like, but maybe my thoughts have changed. So,
We'll see.
with that being said, let's get into the first movie, Child's Play from 1988.
Everyone has a birthday they'll always remember.
Can we open my presents now, Mommy? A good guy! I knew it! I'm Chucky.
He's something, isn't he?
This is Andy's.
Time for bed, Andy. Good night, baby.
Good night, Aunt Maggie. Good night, Chucky.
Everyone knows most accidents happen at home.
How did that happen?
This is no accident.
Andy!
I'm Detective Mike Norris, homicide.
Andy!
Miss Peterson's dead, Miss Barkley. She fell from the kitchen window.
Someone's moved in with the Barkley family. And so has terror.
Mommy, I know who was on the counter. Andy!
Who, Andy?
Chucky.
Nobody believes you about Chucky. He came alive in my hand.
Oh, for God's sake.
Why won't you believe me?
Because I'm sane, Mrs. Barkley. Sane and rational.
No one believes the truth. Or lives to tell it. There's nothing nice about murder. And there's nothing innocent about child's play.
Alright. A single mother gives her son a beloved doll for his birthday, only to discover that it is possessed by the soul of a serial killer.
That sums it up.
Is it really established that he's a serial killer? I thought he was just like a criminal.
Yeah, they call him the Lakeside Strangler.
Okay.
So I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one stars Catherine Hicks as Karen Barkley, Chris Sarandon as Mike
the mum
Norris.
from Seventh Heaven, if you didn't know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, there you go. Chris Sarandon as Detective Mike. He was the vampire in Fright Night, if you didn't know.
Didn't know that, no.
Alex Vincent, who plays Andy Barclay.
Yep.
He was a cute little kid.
Little kid.
Actually, has he done anything besides Child's Play?
Fuck if I know. He had Child's Play too.
I'm sure he's done. Oh, he did 13 episodes of South of Central.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Apparently he come back for Curse and Cult.
Yeah, we see him again as grown-up Andy.
Randy.
Yeah. Who else did it star? Oh, you know what? A lot of people. But yeah, Brad Dourif. Yeah, he was going to be the last, but Brad Dourif as the voice of Charles Lee Ray.
What the fuck else have I seen him in a lot?
He was in Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh, okay.
He was the sheriff in Rob Zombie's Halloween. I remember he was in
a lot of shit.
He was in Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Yep. He was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah.
He was in The Exorcist 3, which is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's one of those actors that's been in a lot.
Just in everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang, I'm like scrolling down his list. He's in everything.
Yeah, he's kind of like Bill Moseley a bit. Not as much as Bill Moseley, but yeah, you get it. Directed by Tom Holland, who also did Fright Night, Psycho 2, along with other things. So, and this movie has what does it have? A 6.7 out of 10 on IMDb.
Nice.
Pretty decent. Alright, so, yeah. What are your thoughts?
I love this movie. It's silly and it's sort of campy. It's weird. And yeah, it's just there's some fun kills in it. There's some good gore in it. I just always have a good time with it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't know. I just like, it's hard to think of like specifics, but I just generally dig it.
For me, man, this is a film I don't watch regularly, as I said before. I like it, but it's not one I put on much. I haven't seen any of these movies for years. I remember it being a little slow. And it's not until Chucky comes alive.
Get in that like middle sort of like before Chucky wakes up,
Yeah. I remember it being a little slow, and it's not until Chucky comes alive that I start to enjoy it. But this time, rewatching it, I actually had a lot more fun watching it this time. Firstly, okay, the story is great when you actually think about it, like the whole voodoo aspect of it. And I've seen a handful of voodoo films, but this is easily the best that I've seen. I'm not huge into voodoo subgenre.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of, like, voodoo zombie movies from, like, the 40s to the 60s. But this one is easily the best. And you can't really... I mean, you can call it a voodoo-type movie, but it's so much more than that. It's, like, possession with slasher, with doll. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's silly.
The acting is great, I think. I think, honestly, and I heard this critiqued a little bit, but, Alex Vincent. I've heard people say his acting wasn't great. I disagree, man.
I think he's alright, yeah.
Dude, that scene where, like, they take him away from his mum and they basically lock him in jail, which firstly I'm like, wait,
insane.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Insane.
Why are you locking him up? And then he's, like, seeing Chucky, like, come for him and he starts crying?
Yeah.
It's like, that kind of hit me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that poor little thing is there fucking, firstly, locked away. He's not in jail. You're there to protect him. Fucking dicks. But yeah, I thought he did a really good job for a fucking kid. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like the way he pronounces Chucky. How he does it like it's 2 syllables, like Chucky.
Chucky?
I
don't know.
I-
He's a kid.
Yeah, dude, that's a perfectly normal kid thing to do.
Yeah.
That's how kids like say things.
Yeah, incorrectly.
Well, yeah, they're learning.
Yeah.
But no, I thought I was actually kind of moved by his performance for a fucking 6-year-old child. But of course,
he's good.
Yeah. Of course, the acting credit goes to Brad Dourif.
Ugh, doesn't it?
Yeah. Dude, can you imagine anyone else voicing Chucky?
I really, really can't.
That's what like perfect casting is.
It's just so good, and
Yeah.
like I forget it was him at the start, and then it's just his voice is so good, and he's such a little fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Like he's all. I think he's all the fun bits of like Joke Freddy.
Pretty much. I'm glad you said fun bits.
Yeah, because look, there's some stuff with Joke Freddy where they're like, are we doing a horror movie? Are we doing a fucking a comedy? Whereas like I feel like Chucky is just like, yeah, this is a horror movie, but like we're getting the yucks in too.
Yeah.
But like he's funny because he's just such a little fucking asshole.
That's what I guess makes him likable.
Yeah,
He's kind of
It's
like
just that anti-hero thing.
Yeah. If I'm going to put it into wrestling terms, he's kind of like MJF.
Yeah.
That's why everyone likes him. Another thing I like about this movie,
He's a perfect little heel,
yeah, exactly.
like mini Dorf or whatever his name was.
Another thing I like about this movie is the theme. The theme for this movie, dude. The theme for this movie is so underrated. It's one of those 80s themes that works, yet no one talks about it. No one talks about it like the Halloween theme or like Nightmare on Elm Street's theme or anything like that.
Yep.
I think it works for it. It's got like that childlike playfulness, yet it's creepy.
Yeah, I think it's great.
And, dude, we need to speak about the animatronics here.
Yup.
And you know what? Like, obviously the animatronics are good. It's the fucking late 80s. It still holds up. But there's scenes in it where you can tell it's like a little person in a costume.
Like we get set on fire and shit.
Yeah. It never
Like
bothered
in the
me.
most hectic scenes.
Yeah. It never bothered me. Like, you could tell, like, oh, that's not a robot. But it still worked. I honestly...
But I think it's better because he's not supposed to be a toy, like acting like a robot. He's supposed to be a little human trapped in a toy.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So for him to be played by a little person is perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, dude, I enjoyed this so much more than what I remembered. I thought it was a really well done, put together movie.
Yep, I agree.
There were some things that did bother me though. Character decisions. Like, for example, the scene where Chris Sarandon's driving the car and Chucky comes from behind him and chokes him.
Yep.
Like, and he's still driving the car. It's like,
Just pull over.
just slam on the brakes. Like, shouldn't that be that's always annoyed me in movies where they do things like that. I don't know, it's just a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's not really many flaws. It's still not a movie that I can put on wherever I want. Like, it hasn't really got the rewatchability that a Friday the 13th does or a Nightmare on Elm Street does. But
I think it does, but that's just me.
yeah, no, like it's more your thing. But no, I really dug the movie. So, anything else to add?
I liked the bit at the start where she just yeets herself out the window. That's funny.
Yeah.
And everyone's just trying to work it out and shit. And then fucking... I also just like the other dopey cop who's just like there.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything. I'm just like, what are you doing, guy?
Yeah, like...
He's like, oh, whoa.
Yeah, what is up with him? Yeah, I don't know.
And I think the scary comes from the fact that it's just kind of this like unstoppable little doll, or it seems like at the start, you know?
Yeah.
Like, how do you kill him? He's a doll.
Yeah. Yeah. But then, like, of course you've got the chant. Ade, Dewey, Dambella. Give me the power, I beg of you! That's fucking sick. That whole thing, like, it's so... I don't know, like...
I swear that's in a song, too.
Oh, I'm sure it's in a lot. They just, like... Like, you mean like they clipped it, or...
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably is. It's probably in an Insane Clown Posse song.
I'm trying to find it.
You know what? One of the funniest scenes in this movie for me, and it's not meant to be funny, but I just always found it funny, is when the mum, Mrs. Barkley, is yelling at Chucky, saying, "Speak! Speak!" And he just becomes alive. "You stupid bitch!"
Yeah, like, it's so funny.
I don't know why it makes me laugh so much. Just
Yep.
how he's there, and he's especially in a lot of these movies. Whenever Chucky attacks someone, and you can see Chucky's like little legs are kicking, that shit makes me laugh. So it's like I understand that because I fight with my kids, and they do that.
It's so funny.
All right, so unless you got anything more to say. Ratings?
No. Look, I love this movie. It's easily my favorite. It kind of sets
spoilers.
The tone. Well, it's my favorite so far. Huh?
Okay.
And I'll give this one a 9 out of 10.
All right. Okay, so I will say this. During these franchise things, I'm trying to do my scores a bit differently. Basically, I break my scores down into 10 different parts.
Okay, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I am. Just so I can get a more even score.
Fair enough.
And I can really think about it. So I break my score down into 10 different parts, from like acting to like camera work, story, all different things. And I score it out of 10. And at the end, I tally it all up and get a score out of 100. Right? So this movie here gets an 81 out of 100. So I'm giving this movie an 8.1 out of 10.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I really dug it. Bit of trivia here, if you please.
Mm-hmm.
Chucky's full name, Charles Lee Ray, is derived from the names of notorious killers: Charles Manson, Lee Harvey Oswald, who is the assassin of John Kennedy, and James Earl Ray, who was the assassin of Martin Luther King.
Nice.
There you go. The Chucky films have always been accused of inspiring violence in children. One case linked to the series was a gang in Manchester kidnapping and murdering a 16-year-old girl. While they tortured her, they forced her to listen to recordings of the gang leader repeating the catchphrase, "I'm Chucky, wanna play?" Director Tom Holland has always defended the first film from these accusations, stating that viewers of horror movies could only be influenced by their content if they were unbalanced to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done. The original working title for the film was Batteries Not Included. Before it became known Steven Spielberg was also making a film with that same title. It was then changed to Blood Buddy before settling on Child's Play.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm glad they stuck with Child's Play.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, and that's it. Alright, on to Child's Play 2. Here we go.
Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back.
How's it hanging, Phil?
Child's Play 2. He's the original. He'll take your breath away. This fall, Chucky rules.
Did you miss me, Andy? I sure missed you.
Child's Play 2. Keep an eye out for it.
Look out, Jack. Chucky's back. Yeah?
Very good.
That's what it says in the letterbox.
I got it.
Anyway, Child's Play 2 from 1990, Year of Our Lord. When Andy's mother is admitted to a psychiatric hospital off-screen, the young boy is placed in foster care, and Chucky, determined to claim Andy's soul, is not far behind.
Wow. All right.
That's all it says.
Yeah, no, I get you. Do you want to go through the list of who's in it, or you want me to do that?
You go.
Oh, I'm not ready.
All right, we got Alex Vincent, the little kid. We got Brad Dourif again as Chucky. We got Christine Elise as Kyle.
Kyle, yeah. It's I don't know why it's weird to me.
I don't know. She's the sister.
Yeah, kind of.
We got Jenny Agata as Joanne Simpson. Garrett Graham as Phil Simpson. And a bunch of other cunts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Note?
No, I don't think so. I know the what's her name? The teacher who is Mrs. Kettlewell, played by Beth Grant.
Yes.
Apparently she's been...
yeah. She's in heaps of shit.
Yeah, so she was in like Donnie Darko, No Country for Old Men Speed. Apparently she always plays a bitch.
She just got that bitch face.
Yeah. She does the teacher face very well.
Yeah.
And Jenny Agata, who played like the mum in this, or the foster parent, she was also in an American Werewolf in London.
Huh, there you go.
She's very pretty. I like her. Anyway, alright, Child's Play 2. Here we go. You want to take it?
I don't know.
Okay.
You go.
Okay. So, this one is very similar to the first one in the way it plays out. I gotta just pause right now.
Okay.
Do you mean to tell me?
Yes.
We start this movie off, right? Mm-hmm. With like kind of a little recap. Like it starts off in the company where the dolls are made, and they're kind of recapping of what happened. And they say that the cops basically just fucked over everyone.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm like. What the fuck? The cops were like the heroes, and they just like fucked over everyone.
Yeah, it's just like they were like, "How do we get out of this not looking insane?"
Yeah,
we'll just fucking put everyone else in the insane asylum and tell nobody of it. The doll's dead. That's the best way forward. Way to go, we're American cops.
Yeah, what a dick thing.
Yep. Not really the heroes.
No. Yeah, okay. Alright, so... sorry, Andy's
basically,
mom.
fuck everything that happened in the last movie except for what Andy's up to.
Yeah. So yeah, the first act, like, it plays very similar to the first movie. The first act is people not believing Andy, then Chucky reveals himself, then the big fight at the end. So, I see part 1 and part 2 as being on par. Yet, like, this one has better blah blah blah, while the previous one had better blah blah blah, you know? This one had better kills. I think the effects are better in the fact that it's mainly all animatronics. The new characters, I wrote this down, the new characters like Kyle. Everyone seems to love Kyle, and while watching it I was like, yeah, Kyle's cool. Now thinking about it, I'm like, is she? Like, does she do anything great?
No, she's kind of a jerk, honestly. I didn't really like Kyle.
Why would you? I don't know, why would you say she was a jerk?
I don't know. She's just kind of there. She's just kind of doing her own thing, and like it felt like she was left to look after him half the time.
Who? Kyle? Who's what? So you?
Sorry. The mum and dad are jerks.
Oh, okay. Now we're borrowing
Sorry.
blockbusters from the same video store.
They were borrowing bloody bucknuts from that video. Yeah. Sorry, I got my brain confused. Yeah, the parents were kind of like, why are you adopting this kid if you're fucking not going to be around ever anyway?
Yeah.
And then why is it this chick's job to look after this little kid?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I didn't get.
Yeah, no, I
just
understand.
considerably... I just thought this was a step down in most ways.
Wow, okay. That's crazy because, like, I watched, like, reviews of people on YouTube after watching all these movies, and most people were more favorable with this one.
Really? I don't know, man. Like, I didn't like the family as much. I missed the mom. Like...
Yeah.
I thought they were the better protagonists.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. I know it must have been something where they couldn't get her again or something, but like I think a better story would have been like if like she got out of prison and tried to help stop Chucky or like at a psychiatric hospital or some shit. You know, that kind of thing. I didn't like the adoptive family. I didn't really like the sister that much. She's probably the best of all the new characters.
Yeah.
And then I was just more engaged with the first one, I think.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I think I was too. Just quickly about the mother, I just got some trivia here. Sure. There were many rumours about why Catherine Hicks didn't reprise her role as Karen Barclay in the sequel, with the popular one being that she was pregnant with her husband, Kevin Yeager, who operated the Chucky doll. They met.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, they met on the set of the first one, so that was cool. But the simple fact was that the director, John LaFia, wanted to take the story in a new direction. A direction that didn't include her character, aside from an unfilmed opening courtroom scene that had her be sent to a mental institution. Despite not reprising her role, she was constantly on set for the sequel to visit her husband.
Yeah, I just think she should have been in it.
So do I. Yeah. It honestly feels like
if you've got the kid, you might as well have like if you're gonna go in a completely new direction, like do it like almost like the third one did, where it's like it's all new people and Chucky.
Yeah. You know what would have been cool if like Andy had like visitations to his mother, and you could see that like the fear of Chucky has actually
so much or something.
Yeah, the
fear,
fear
or like she's like genuinely traumatized or some shit.
Yeah, and you could see that it's made her crazy, and like she's now believed that what she saw wasn't real or something like something like that, and then she sees
well they've like therapied her out of believing it.
Yeah,
like she's still scared.
Yeah, and then Chucky goes to visit her or something to ask where's Andy.
That would have been sick, but that's not the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Don't you hate that when you think of a better story?
Movie? Yeah, I hate it.
Look, I'm not saying this is a bad movie at all. I enjoyed it. It's very high up there with the first. I honestly believe that ending in the toy area
is mad. I like for me, Child's Play lives and dies by its third act.
Yeah.
Like, when... whatever happens in the first two acts of the movie is what happens, but, like, as long as it can bring home that second... Like, that last act of the movie where just Chucky's going fucking nuts...
Yep.
It's a winner.
Yeah.
You know? And I think it does it better for me in the first one. This movie's like a step down, and then we'll get to the third movie. But yeah, I think this movie's just like we're already up high on the steps. I think this is just like a step down.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the factory idea is cool. It looks sick seeing all the fucking dolls. There's some mad kills in it. Like I like all that shit.
Yeah, I like. See, The coolest thing about Child's Play, these three, is that Chucky dies in very different ways.
Yeah.
It's not like the Jaws franchise, where they die pretty much the same way in every movie.
Yeah.
Except part 3.
Yeah.
But, like, in part 1, he died, like, how he, like, turns basically to ash. And in this one, what happens to him then, it's still really cool. So I really like that part of it. I gotta say, man, there's a scene that literally made me laugh out loud. The scene where he is making Kyle drive him to go see Andy.
Oh, yeah.
And Kyle keeps staring at him and he just goes, "What are you looking at?" I don't know why, but that fucking made me laugh so much.
Yeah.
I have no idea why. She just keeps, like, looking at him and he just says, "What are you looking at?"
Yeah.
The theme, I gotta say too, the theme of this one, it's different than the first one and I didn't really enjoy it as much. It's more circus-like.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I still enjoy it. I will say this, I did my fucking score all up.
Yep.
And I came up with an 80 out of 100.
Okay.
So it's
Nice.
down by 1 point. So this is an 8.10.
I'm giving it as M+.
Oh, you went down a bit.
So 7.5. Yeah, I love the first one so much, and then it's kind of that thing of like, would I rather watch the first one again, or would I rather watch 2?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, so the 2 didn't really live up to it, but the third act was heaps of fun.
Yeah, okay.
But I didn't care for the fact that they kind of just poo-pooed the first movie and fucking threw everybody away. And then they were just like, I didn't really care about the foster family angle.
That's fair. In saying that, here's some trivia about that. Jenny Agutter, who played the foster mum, she's disowned this film and hates it, saying that it was one of the worst filming experiences she's ever had. She was particularly disappointed.
Why?
She was particularly disappointed when a lot of her best scenes were left on the cutting room floor, reducing Joanne to a particularly minor character.
That was true.
Yeah. Don Mancini stated that in the early draft of his script, the film was set during the Christmas season. This would have explained why so many good guy dolls were in the factory during the finale.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. The original script had an opening scene of a court hearing dealing with the events of the previous film, with Karen Barclay and Detective Mike Norris defending Andy, where the remains of Chucky's burnt body being stored in an evidence locker, which featured an Easter egg cameo showing Freddy's glove and Jason's hockey mask, but is then taken to the executives of the Play Pals company to rebuild it. Catherine Hicks was to reprise her role of Karen Barclay in this sequence, but it was cut before filming began. Elements of this scene appeared in a similar courtroom scene in Curse of Chucky, and the evidence locker opening up was retooled in Bride of Chucky.
Okay.
So we've got that to look forward to. Alright. That's Child's Play 2. Now to wrap it up with Child's Play 3.
Yeah.
Left, right, left.
Welcome to Hell on Earth.
You are without a doubt the most pathetic thing I have ever seen.
Strict discipline,
Does this look like a gun to you, Barkley? It's a rifle. Next.
rigid dress codes,
Presto, you're bald.
Get those weapons in the air. I want to see them high.
and grueling drills. It couldn't possibly get any worse.
Wrong again, wimp.
Chucky's back. A few years have passed.
No, you're dead. We killed you.
I'm new and improved.
At Kent, we take bedwetters and turn them into men.
Andy, how you've grown. And this time,
I really gotta get out of this body.
he's looking for a new recruit.
I got some fresh meat lined up, and I'm not gonna let you spoil it.
Now,
Just think, Chucky's gonna be a bro.
Child's Play 3. Look who's stalking.
A haircut ain't regulation, soldier.
Regulate this!
Arguably, the last movie we watched for this episode.
What?
I said arguably the last movie we watched for this episode.
Yes.
As in it was the third one.
Yeah. I'm so lost.
It's fine.
Alright, Child's Play 3. Do you want to do the honours or you want me to wrap it up?
I'll do it.
Okay. I'll do it.
Child's Play 3, 1991, directed by Jack Bender. Chucky has a new playmate. 8 years have passed since the events of the second film, and Chucky has been resurrected once again and seeks revenge on Andy, his former owner, who is now a teenager enrolled in military school.
Yeah. Right.
I didn't like this one.
Oh, okay, we're going straight to it. Okay, no, tell me your thoughts.
It was so much military school stuff happening.
Yeah.
And not enough Chucky stuff happening for me.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I just found it like there was a lot of high school drama happening and military school stuff happening in my Chucky movie, and I wanted more Chucky. And then even when Chucky does get to Act 3, I just didn't dig it.
Wow.
There was some cool, like, when did he get the knife hand in the second one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mad. But, like, he just kind of drops in the fan in this one.
Yeah.
Is the best bit in the whole movie. I don't know. This one just didn't grab me.
Okay.
Like, and the little kid annoyed me. What's his face?
Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's stupid. He's like fully protecting him even though he's watching Chucky kill people.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, once he sees Chucky do that, he's like, Andy was right, you are a bad boy. Or a bad guy.
I don't know. I didn't like Andy in this. I didn't like Chucky in this. I mean, not Chucky. I didn't like anybody else in this. Okay. I didn't like the humans at all.
This is funny, man. Like, I thought I was meant to be coming in the least with this franchise, but it seems you are.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, so I will agree to you to an extent.
Sure.
I think this is lesser than the first two.
Yep.
I still enjoyed it.
Okay.
Is it perfect? No. But it's more of a positive review from me than a negative one, which is apparently strange because this one does not get any love, according to fans. I will give it up.
I can see that.
I will give it up for the casting here. Who they got to play Andy in this movie was a good choice in looks.
Yeah.
He looks like a young Andy. The setting of the military school. Yeah. The setting of a military school. I thought it was cool. I like a horror movie set in a place like this, and then you add the carnival at the end. Hell yeah. Imagine having a Child's Play movie set in a carnival. Like the whole movie.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been mad.
I'd like the whole movie set in a carnival.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I mean, like, I don't know. We got half of it. I thought, I don't know, I like the military school setting.
I was just like, there's so many people with guns around.
Yeah.
It seems like the dumbest place for Chucky to be.
Yeah, true, but he uses the guns to his advantage.
Slightly. That too. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay, so that scene there, that whole where he swaps the bullets out.
Yeah.
Apparently that was meant to be a lot bloodier.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But they cut it out. That was one of the things I didn't like about this movie. You have, like, the main villain here, which isn't Chucky, it's this fucking douchebag military dude.
Yeah.
And he dies, like, the weakest way ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't in for that. And, like, I don't know, I feel like the movie didn't utilize the characters as much as I would want to, like the love interest in this movie.
I feel like it just had too many characters, and so they were trying to do too many things at once.
Yeah, true. True. And then that Andy's friend, that nerdy looking guy.
Yeah.
Why did he jump on the grenade?
I don't know.
Like, I get it. He was a nice soul and he was sacrificing himself for everyone, but still. And even, was that grenade, like, only half full with gunpowder? 'Cause
I guess so. I guess he used a half grenade.
yeah, exactly. In saying that, like, I still had fun with this movie. I did.
Look, again, like, I have fun with every Chucky movie. Mm-hmm. This is just the weakest in the batch to me. It's like your least favorite Friday the 13th.
Which is...
Do you know what I mean?
Part 1.
Yeah, like, do you hate it, or will you still watch it?
It's gotten to a point now where I'd be happy if I never had to watch it again.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know, at this point, like, it's my least favorite. But it's still a watchable movie for me. Like, it's still got Chucky in it. There's still some cool stuff. It's the weakest Act 3 of the bunch for me.
Wow, okay. I don't know.
It just doesn't... Chucky's a much better one-on-one killing machine. Because he's a doll.
Because he's little.
Yeah, like, it's more fun to see like him sneaking through the vents in the first one, or like him creeping around a factory and popping out. You know, like, that's the pros of Chucky.
Yeah.
Not like, well, making people fight each other and throwing grenades and shit. It doesn't feel... I don't know. Like, maybe they were trying to up the stakes or whatever, but
I feel like Chucky was using...
It's kind of lost some of its charm.
I feel like Chucky's smart enough that he can use the area around him to his advantage. So he was watching, like, all this unfold of people not liking each other in this military school, and he thought, fuck it, let's use them against each other to get what I want.
Like, yeah, I can see it, but yeah, it's again, just not my favorite.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. For entertainment value, I can see it's not as great. Yeah. So all in all, man, I did my fucking scores, and I gave this 75 out of 100. So that's a 7.5 out of 10 for this one.
Nice. I'm giving this one a 6.5.
Okay, that's still a pretty decent score.
Yeah, like, I could honestly still go a 7 because it's still Chucky. He's still quipping around. But it's just the military setting for me is always a bit meh.
That's fair. I do wish we saw that fucking garbage truck kill though, like the aftermath.
Didn't see shit.
Yeah,
just like there's some blood coming out the top.
Yeah, but well. All right, some trivia about this one. So, under pressure from Universal, screenwriter Don Mancini was asked to begin writing the third film even before the second film was released. Hence, this picture was released only 9 months after Child's Play 2. Mancini has called it his least favourite because he felt so out of ideas so soon after the second installment.
Yeah, that sucks.
The movie was the centre of tabloid panic in Great Britain, with one newspaper, The Sun, even demanding existing copies be burnt. Journalists claimed that the film had influenced two 10-year-old boys in the murder of a younger child, 2-year-old James Bolger, although it was later determined that neither had already seen the film.
Yeah, but it's children doing something. You know what children look like? Dolls. Print it.
Yeah. Apparently this is Brad Dourif's least favourite movie in the series.
It may be mine.
Whoa.
But we'll see.
I can tell you straight up what mine is right now. But we'll save it till the end.
We'll get there.
And the last bit of trivia. In the early drafts of the script, Charles Lee Ray's blood would be mixed into the plastic and formed into several good guy dolls. When they re-entered production...
That's what I thought was going to happen, because it's been a hot minute since I've seen it. So it's like, ooh, maybe that happens.
Not just one as seen in the final cut. This idea would just The idea was that because each doll contains a drop of his blood, they're all possessed by his soul. Originally, Sullivan was to be killed by dozens of good guy dolls in his death scene when they swarm him and stab him to death. An element of this still remains in the final cut where Chucky scares Sullivan by having 2 good guy dolls.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah. Would have been, but...
or a movie where he figures out his blood can be reproduced, so he just makes a bunch of Chucky dolls.
Well, we'll wait till...
He takes over the factory or some shit.
We'll wait till later in the franchise.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, well, that is part 1 of our Child's Play retrospective.
Yep, covering parts 1, 2, and the 3rd.
Yep. We'll be back next week with Bride of Chucky and Seed of Chucky.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be fun. It's kind of funny how we're doing the Child's Play first, right? Then the next week we're doing Chucky as a family man.
Yep.
In the third
Family
week
Chucky.
we're doing modern Chucky.
Yeah. I mean, worked out nicely.
Yeah, it did. So, anyway, that basically wraps up this show of Dummies of Horror.
And did you know that Don Mancini's announced that he's in the early stages of development on a new Chucky movie?
Oh. Movie, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any other news?
Nope, that was just in March 2024. It works in tandem with the TV series.
Yeah, okay. I kind of want to watch the TV series while we're doing this. I just don't know if we'll have the time. And I don't really know where it is.
Sure. Maybe we can find it somewhere.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't want to fucking have to find it somewhere,
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. We'll see. I've watched, the first season. And I actually enjoyed it. So,
okay.
Yeah. But we'll see. Anyway, that is it from us here at Dummies of Horror. Thank you guys so much for joining us. As I said before, we'll be back continuing our Child's Play retrospective next time. But until then, check us out on Patreon if you are not. Once again, we got so much bonus content over there. So if you do like our stuff, give us a try. If you don't like it, if it's not for you, cancel at any time. Or check out me and my wife's spin-off show called Devour the 80s, where we talk about everything horror in the 1980s. That's it for me, man. Have you got anything else?
No. Just be nice to each other, be kind to yourselves, and I don't know. Don't be cunts.
Such hippie shit.
Hippie shit? Fuck you.
Dip!
This is a song about a doll named Chucky. Me! I'm a good guy, but I'm bad. Gonna slash, 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 I love to stab. It's Andy's birthday, let's play pretend. I'll be your friend until the end. Then I'll say, Andy, I'll kill you and possess your soul. And I'll say, I am Chucky, wanna play, gonna kill, 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 till I'm in your body. I kinda like it, sadistic in the mind. I worship my voodoo every night. You know I'll find ya, I'll have revenge. I will creep, 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 you can't defend. If you're on my hit list, you can try to resist, but know that I won't stop until you're dead. Then I'll say, Andy, I'll kill you and possess your soul. And I'll say, I am Chucky, wanna play, gonna kill, 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 till I'm in your body. I kinda like it, sadistic in the mind. I worship my voodoo every night. My name is Chucky, the Killer Doll. And you better subscribe to Anne Fraser Nash, or I'll stop hunting Andy, and I'll come after you.
Sure, go ahead, try and stop me. But you know what they say, you just can't keep a good guy down. Andy, I'll kill you and possess your soul. Hi, my name's Chucky, your friend till the end. Hi, my name's Chucky, I'll open up my eyes, see in your life. I am Chucky, wanna play, gonna kill till I'm in your body. I kinda like it, sadistic in the mind. I worship my voodoo every night. I am Chucky, wanna play, gonna kill till I'm in your body. I kinda like it, sadistic in the mind. I worship my voodoo every night. Oh, and I also got a wife and a kid.